I swear, ever since I've been pregnant, my skin is just on one, okay? What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I have been going through some major changes in my life. I am pregnant. Even that coming out of my mouth to this day is so strange. Like, I can't believe it. Anyway, we're going to get into all these questions that I have written down, like common questions that I've been asked throughout my pregnancy, like when I tell people that I'm pregnant or when I first told people I was pregnant. And we're also gonna be doing makeup today. I'm gonna go through and just do my makeup quickly. I'm not gonna explain every single product. It will all be listed down in the description box below. So if you guys are interested, I will have everything down there below with the colors and stuff that I used, but this is gonna be more of telling my story of how I found out I was pregnant and yada yada, more than a makeup video. Let's just get right into the video. First, I'm going to start off with my Laura Mercier primer. I've already prepped my skin with moisturizer, so I'm just gonna start my makeup. Okay, first question, as soon as I tell people that I'm pregnant, they wanna know, how far along are you? So to this day, I am 21 weeks and 5 days? Yes, 21 weeks and 5 days today. So I am officially past the halfway point. I believe that is halfway through the second trimester, maybe a little bit more. I might be like 3/4 of the way through. The next question that I always get asked is, were you trying? The very quick answer to that is no. No, we were not trying. So I've always been one of those people that, well, I won't say I've always been, but for the past, I'd say like six and a half years, I've been one of those people that just did not want to have children. I liked having my freedom and being able to do whatever I want, whenever I wanted to do it, without having to pick up and pack a diaper bag and all of that kind of stuff. So having a kid was never on my agenda as an adult. Of course, when you're little, you're like, oh yeah, I want to have kids and I want to be a mom one day. But once you get older, reality kind of sets in your mindset and tells you, okay, no, being a mom is a lot of work. And this is my first baby, so even to this day, I don't really know what all that means and what that entails of being a mom, but I am quickly coming to the realization that basically my life is over. No, I'm just joking. But basically, like, I'm not going to be myself anymore, if that makes sense. Like, I'm going to be taking care of a whole human being that is reliant on me. It's kind of scary, to be honest with you. But yes, I will say that yes, it's scary, but I am excited now. So I'm excited to bring in my little baby. Okay, number 3, how did you find out? So a lot of people, you know, once they find out, like, no, I was not trying to have a baby, they're like, what made you take the pregnancy test? Like, what symptoms were you having? So I'll just kind of go and explain all of that. Basically, it was a friend of mine that suggested I take a pregnancy test. We were at work together and I was explaining to her that, man, like, I don't know what's happening, but I have not been wanting to go to the gym. I have not been wanting to work out. Every time I get there, it's like, I feel so sluggish and tired, just so exhausted all the time. And I thought that I was coming down with COVID. I was like, man, literally my energy is gone. I don't know what happened. And then the other thing was that I had been eating basically like the same stuff for well over a year. I had changed like my lifestyle, my eating habits back in March of 2021. And just wanted to create like a healthier lifestyle for myself. So I had been meal prepping for a year, like pretty much the same foods. And then all of a sudden, all of those foods just, not all of them. Well, actually, yeah, the majority of them. They all made me just want to vomit at the sound of them. Like chicken and zucchini is what I would meal prep for work every day, and never got tired of it. All of a sudden, the thought of it, the smell of it made me want to puke. So I was telling my friend this, and it never, ever dawned on me, and I know people might think that's weird, but it never dawned on me that I could be pregnant until my friend was like, Hannah, you need to take a pregnancy test. I was like, no, I am not pregnant. There's no way. Just like a quick backstory, in the past, I have had like a miscarriage and whatnot. So at that point, I had thought that maybe I couldn't have children, not just because I had a miscarriage, but also because I had tried in the past, like when I was in my younger 20s, to have a baby and it just wasn't working. So I had thought, you know, God does not want me to have kids, you know, it's just, that's kind of like how it is. I am now 30 years old, so I figured, you know, once I'm 30, like, you know, that's it. I'm not having kids. So anyway, she told me I should take a pregnancy test. It never even crossed my mind, like for 5 seconds, that, oh, maybe I am pregnant. I ended up going home that night and didn't even think about it. I woke up that next morning and felt so sick. It prompted me to be like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like maybe I should take that pregnancy test just for the heck of it. I have pregnancy tests that I keep up in my closet just in case. So I got up in the closet, I pulled one out of the bin, and I ended up taking one. Now, I didn't record this or anything, didn't even think to record it, didn't even think to pull out my phone, because I was that sure that I was not pregnant. And I was like, let me just do this for peace of mind type thing. So, you know, pee on the stick, come outside, wash my hands, and then walk back into the bathroom, pick up the stick, and sure enough, there's the 2 lines that are saying I'm pregnant. I remember in that moment feeling scared. Like, I'm just gonna kind of keep it real. I felt terrified, to be honest with you, because I was in such a state of like never having kids. Like, I like living my life the way it is. I like being just me and my boyfriend, traveling, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I was scared. I remember shaking, like my hands were shaking, which I'm sure a lot of people that find out that they're pregnant, especially if they're not wanting to have kids in that moment, are shaking and feeling probably all the feelings that I was feeling at that time. My poor boyfriend was upstairs sleeping, and I go upstairs and I was like, babe. And I think it was the way I said it, like I'm not quite sure, but he, out of his sleep, like turned over and was like, what's up? What's okay? Are you okay? You know? And I was holding the you know, stick in my hand, and he was like, are you pregnant? And I started sobbing, and I was like, you know, yes, I'm pregnant. Right away, he was very excited, very supportive of the pregnancy, and you know, wanted me to come over and give him a hug and whatnot. But I was in that state of shock still, that I was just like, you know, this is too much. I can't do this right now. Like, I didn't want to be touched. I didn't want to be held or anything like that. So poor guy, but I was just like, no, like, what is going on? Like, we need to talk about this. Like, I gotta be at work in like an hour, you know, how am I supposed to go to work? So anyway, yeah, that's how I found out I was pregnant. Water break. Whew. By the way, I got this water bottle at Target for $5 in the $5 section. It doesn't come with this. I just put it in there for the sake of the video, but this usually screws on, and I like it because you can kind of hold it from here like this. But anyway, it's got cute little sayings on it, but off topic, but let's get back into it. Another question that I have been asked is, you know, did you have morning sickness? So I kind of touched on this a little bit already, but yes, I had morning sickness for maybe like the first few weeks, but not anything like too crazy. It was basically, I was sick all day long. So it was, unfortunately for me, it was like, yes, I'd wake up sick, but then it wouldn't go away. It would stay there like throughout the day and throughout the night. It would actually get even worse at night. So I don't know if anybody else was like that. If so, let me know, because I've always wondered if that was normal. Another thing I think I like kind of skipped over, but 2 days after I found out I was pregnant, I ended up going to get an ultrasound to see how far along I was, because I had absolutely no idea. I thought maybe like a couple weeks. I kept saying like a couple weeks, maybe a few weeks, like, you know, I can't be that far along. So I went and got my ultrasound, and sure enough, I was 6.5 weeks pregnant at the time. So that did explain a lot to me though. Once I found out, I was like, okay, that's why it's been, you know, a while that I've been feeling this way. So yeah, that's when I found out I was pregnant. Another question that I get asked all the time is, what are you having? So now that I am over halfway through my pregnancy, obviously I know the gender. Well, not obviously. Some people like to not know, but I don't know how you guys do that. I had to know. I'm the kind of person that like has to plan everything, and I gotta pick out like the name, and I have to be prepared. So I found out what I was having. Actually, I went in early at 16 weeks because the doctor won't do it any sooner. Typically, he won't do it any sooner than the 20-week mark, but I needed to find out faster. So I went and got a little like sneak peek thing. I am having a baby boy. So I'm so excited. The question kind of following up on that was, people always ask like, did you want to have a boy or did you want to have a girl? Me and Caleb wanted a boy so bad. After like the initial shock of like finding out that I was pregnant, we wanted a boy. So Caleb is the only one in his family that can carry on his last name. And that was not the only reason we wanted to have a boy, but that was a big reason that we wanted to have a boy. Everybody thinks that I would be like a girl mom, but first I always pictured myself as a boy mom. So yes, needless to say, we really, really wanted to have a boy, and we thought that because we wanted it so bad, we wouldn't get a boy, but we have a boy on the way, so we are so excited. I'm gonna quickly do my brow off camera because I cannot talk and do my brows at the same time. I have to be very concentrated, so I'll be right back. All right, brows are done. And I'm just gonna pop on a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm not gonna do anything like super crazy because I'm just running a couple errands. I'm actually going to pick up my baby shower invitations, so I'm not gonna be doing anything too crazy. I'm just gonna keep it very, very natural. By the way, for my brows, I just went in with the Laura Mercier brow powder and then did like a trace on my brows on the bottom. And then I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills pen in dark brown to do the hair-like strokes. And of course, you've seen me do the Got To Be glue. This is the most amazing product to kind of stick your brows up the way that you want them. So that is how I do my brows. I need to make a video of like a full in-depth of how I do my brows because people ask me very often on how I do them. So anyway, I'm gonna pop some mascara on. This is from Essence. It's like $4 or $5 at the store. I just got mine off of Amazon, and I think you can get them in like 2 packs too for like $7.98 or something like that. So I'm gonna pop on some mascara really fast. All right, lashes are done. I'm just gonna finish up with some lip gloss by Laura Mercier. Kind of wrapping up, the last question that I get asked a lot is, when is your due date? So my original due date was December 10, but I went in for my 20-week ultrasound and they said that because of the size of baby and how he's growing, that he will probably come a little early. So they're thinking around first week of December, at like December 4 is what she had said, the ultrasound tech had said. So I'm hoping for a end of November baby, just because I was born in December and it sucks. It's so close to Christmas and it kind of sucks. But you know, he'll come whenever he's ready. I'm pretty confident about that. So whenever he comes, we are excited. But yeah, December, end of November is when he's due. All right, so that is my makeup for the day. Very just natural and kind of subtle, but basically I kind of want to end as far as like transitioning my channel. It's going to be going through some changes for sure. I definitely still want to do like home decor, thrifting hauls, stuff like that. But because my life is changing, my channel is obviously going to change as well. So I really struggled with how to do that with my channel, which is why I haven't been posting, and me being sick. So being sick on top of like, okay, where do I even go with my channel now, because my life is so like different already. So that's why I wanted to come out with this video kind of telling my story about my pregnancy journey and all that stuff so far. I'm going to be doing a lot of like baby clothing haul, maternity clothing hauls. I actually just placed a maternity order on Boohoo, so I'm excited because hopefully I'll be able to film that and show you guys like the maternity side of Boohoo and what, you know, they're like. And then I'm also going to be doing more vlogs, probably vlogging, like we're getting ready to go get baby's dressers soon, so I'll probably be vlogging that. So keep that in mind and keep it on the lookout. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are due around the same time as I am, because I would love to make like mommy friends that are, you know, going through the same thing that I am right now. And if you guys have any other questions, just let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Exciting things are ahead. I'm like really, honestly, I feel like giddy, so I'm really excited. If you guys aren't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. And as always, I hope that you guys have a fabulous day and you will see me in my next video. Bye.